Hello, beautiful people. As promised, I'm bringing you guys a video on my personal health tips as far as weight loss or just eating healthy in general for non-vegans. Yes, I am a vegan myself, so this may be kind of weird for some people. Like, oh God, here's this vegan telling non-vegans that they can still eat meat. I do not discriminate. Being vegan or non-vegan, that is your preference. It is a choice, as is everything, around you. It is a choice. It is what you want to eat. So who am I to sit here and judge someone whether they're vegan or non-vegan? I will give you my health tips that helped me lose weight when I was a meat eater, and hopefully they will help you. Now, for myself, I never try to force veganism on anyone. I never try to just put all this pseudoscience out there like, oh, well, veganism is this, and this, and you'll live longer. I'm not going to do that. Like, you can live a healthy life being non-vegan. I was a vegetarian back in high school, and then I went back to eating meat. But I was always a a healthier type of meat eater. I guess that's the way to put it. I wasn't really fond of like fried foods all the time. I would eat it every now and then. But when I would cook, I never really fried any of my foods. I would use salt-free seasonings, which is still delicious. Like, honestly, it's just taking out the unhealthy portions. The seasonings is still good. I was never heavy-handed on my seasonings. And being in the South, a lot of Southern people are extremely heavy-handed on their seasonings. They put salt in everything, and it's just like, okay, I would rather go to a restaurant and not have salt in my green beans and have to sprinkle some salt in there than have green beans and all I taste is salt. That to me is just disgusting. I'd rather sprinkle a little bit on there and stir it around and get it together than have a mouthful of salt. So salt-free seasonings is one major factor in healthier eating for non-vegans. Another major factor is, what are you eating for breakfast? What are you really eating? Are you eating like your grits, your eggs, your sausage, your bacon, your biscuits, your pancakes, your waffles, what are you eating? You can eat those things. That's perfectly fine. But are you going overboard with your sausage, your bacon? Are you putting your eggs in the same greasy fat that your bacon was in or your sausage was in? Like, what are you doing with your foods? I would suggest, if you're gonna like go out like that for your breakfast, switch to a leaner choice. Go for like your turkey sausage or your turkey bacon. I know people are just like, oh, but it's nasty. It's not even ew, because it's healthy. And half the time, people have never even tried turkey sausage or turkey bacon, and they just assume that it's disgusting because it's healthy. It's not greasy. And as Americans, we really need to break out of that shell of just eating everything that's greasy because, oh, this is supposed to be good. Well, if this is supposed to be good, why are so many people having heart issues? Why are so many people having so many other issues? Why do you think the pharmaceutical department, they are rolling in our money because we're constantly going back to the doctor because of this is going on with our heart, or this is going on with our sugar, or this is going on with our cholesterol? It's all that grease that you're eating. So, every now and then, eat your little regular greasy sausage, but add in some turkey sausage, add in some turkey bacon. It's not as bad as you think it is. Just because it's healthy doesn't mean it's disgusting. Point number 3, I think. What are you eating in between your meals? We're supposed to eat 6 meals a day. So that means breakfast, a snack, lunch, a snack, dinner, and then of course your dessert. So your breakfast, let's say you eat your grits, your eggs, your sausage, your biscuit. Okay, cool, whatever. Now for your snack, say wait about an hour to an hour and a half, then you're gonna eat a snack. You can eat a pack of crackers, whether it's peanut butter crackers or your cheese crackers, whatever kind of crackers you like. Eat just one pack of crackers, or you can eat a bowl of mixed fruit. You can eat a bowl of mixed nuts, unless you have a nut allergy. Then you just eat fruits, or you can eat a cup of yogurt. That can be your snack. For lunch, instead of trying to grab something to outweigh that little snack that you had, eat a sandwich. Whether it's a peanut butter jelly sandwich, you can eat a grilled cheese sandwich, you can eat a deli sandwich. If you're going to like Subway to get a sandwich, only get a 6-inch. If you're going to Jimmy John's or Five Hearts Sub, like don't get the whole foot long. If you do, eat the 6-inch for lunch and then eat the other 6 inches for dinner. But if you're just trying to get something to fill that little empty void, go past all your greasy McDonald's, your Burger King, your Sonic, your Checkers or Rallies, whichever you have. Drive past that. Go and get a sandwich. Like I said, I would prefer just getting a 6-inch for lunch. Your snack can be your bag of chips. You can get a cookie. You know, I'm not gonna judge. Get a cookie. Subway does have some really good cookies. Get a cookie. Or just get a bag of chips. If you're gonna get a bag of chips, go for the baked chips. Some people don't like those either because, oh my gosh, it's healthy. But those are actually good. I like them. So, you're at Subway, you have your sandwich, you get your baked chips, or you get a cookie. One or the other, not both. So there's your lunch and your snack. So now it's time for dinner, the biggest meal of the day, the best meal of the day. What everyone normally waits for is dinner. So what are you gonna eat for dinner? Let's say you're the type of person who keeps a menu. I am that type of person. You have a schedule as to what you eat on what particular day. Sometimes that menu changes because I have been on, like, I look at my menu, I'm like, I don't really want this today. This is what I have a taste for, because there are sometimes you just have a taste for certain things. So you go off to the side away from your menu. So let's say today you decided it was burger night. Well, you can always go to your local grocery store and get the pre-made burger patties and, you know, cook it on the stove, or you can fire it up on the grill or put it in the oven, however you do your burgers. Or instead of getting the ground beef, you can get the ground turkey. Now, once I had a taste between the ground beef and the ground turkey burger before I was non-vegan, so do not come at me. When I had a taste for the ground turkey burger, I was like, this tastes better. Like it's not all that fattening and all that grease, because you have to drain the ground beef. Like even after you take it, like whether you cook it if you're cooking it on the stove, you have to drain it. If not, that's extra grease that's going into your body. That's giving you other health issues, and we don't want that. So I would suggest the ground turkey. You're not gonna, do all the extra patting and squishing of the grease. You're not gonna be biting into all the extra grease when you're eating a ground turkey burger. So let's say you're gonna do your burger on the stove. You can very well do that. You can broil it. Or, if you want to fry it, that's perfectly fine. You do whatever you want to do with your burger. But if you're going to eat burgers, I would suggest eating a turkey burger. It's lean. It's not as greasy. It's actually delicious. You can season it the same way you do ground beef. But when it comes down to seasonings, you don't want to be heavy-handed with your seasonings. Some people, when they season their foods, it's overbearing when it comes to seasonings. And you never want to give anyone a mouthful of seasonings. Let them enjoy the meat for whatever it is. So you put your black pepper, your salt. If you're going to use salt, use sea salt, or you can use pink Himalayan salt. But use sea salt, don't use regular salt. Get your black pepper, your salt, and whatever other ingredients that you're going to put into it. If you're making your own burger from ground beef, I would suggest use ground turkey. You season it the exact same way you were going to season your ground beef, and make your patties and go on about your day. You can put it on the grill. Grilling is healthier for you. It is good. I used to love eating my burgers from the grill. If I didn't have a grill burger, I would broil my burgers. Like that was literally like the only ways that I would really eat a burger is either off the grill or I would broil it. So it's up to you. You can put it in the oven and cook it in the oven, cook all that grease out of it. Or if you have a George Foreman grill, go right ahead. You can grill it right there inside your house. So it's all about how you're doing your food. How are you seasoning your foods? Of course, when people have their burgers, sometimes they want to do fries, coleslaw. I mean, if you're going to a cookout, you're going to have like baked beans, coleslaw, french fries, and whatever else. You have your cheese that's going on your burger. You have sometimes bacon that's going on your burger. Sometimes onion rings going on your burger. However you plan on stacking your burger, just remember your body is going to kick you in the butt at the end of the day, depending on what you're putting on that burger. So all those people who have heartburn issues, think about all that stuff that you're putting on your burger, especially that ground beef. All that extraness that you're shoving on top of there before you put the bread, and now you can't even fit your mouth around the burger because it's literally like this big. Think before you eat. Your desserts. Ice cream is one of my favorite things to eat. I love ice cream. For me, being vegan, it's very hard for me to find vegan-friendly ice cream. The reason I say that is I am allergic to coconut. So I can't eat the majority of vegan-friendly ice cream because it all contains some form of coconut, whether it is just coconut within the ice cream or coconut oil or coconut milk or coconut whatever. I'm allergic to coconut, so I have to be very careful. There have been times that I have consumed non-vegan ice cream because as a vegan, I can't just go out and buy vegan ice cream and I can't eat it. What is the purpose of buying ice cream that I cannot eat? The same with yogurt. In my refrigerator, I have non-vegan yogurt in my refrigerator. Why? Because the vegan yogurt that I found has coconut. I am allergic. So yes, I am a vegan and I have non-vegan yogurt in my refrigerator. You want to come at me? Find me some ice cream. Well, I found ice cream, but find me some yogurt that is vegan friendly with no coconut anywhere in the ingredients. And then you can correct me. Until then, all you extra out there vegans, shut up and leave me alone. I am still a vegan. That doesn't make me less vegan because of my yogurt. Sorry, I had to go off on a tangent. But anyways, ice cream for non-vegans. They have so many options. So you can get your pint, you can get your gallon or whatever you prefer. If you're going to get a gallon of ice cream, do not try and eat the whole gallon of ice cream in a week or a couple of days. Don't do that to yourself. Please don't do it to yourself. Get an ice cream scoop. Get 3 scoops of ice cream. Put it in a bowl. You can mix in your cereal with it. You can, mix in some gummy bears with it. Whatever you feel like doing. If you don't, have the money to go to Cold Stone, go to the grocery store and get a gallon of the knockoff brand of ice cream. Get the store brand of ice cream. Get the store brand of gummy bears, and you do your own mixing. And there you go, your own Cold Stone ice cream in the comfort of your home. There you go. But slowly but surely shrink the portion of sweets that you're consuming. Now, when it comes to your food, like in general, you don't want to overdo it. And a lot of times you eat a small amount and you're like, oh, well, I'm so hungry. I'm just going to go back and eat some more. Well, when you do that, your body is getting used to it. So when you start trying to shrink your portions, you're going to feel like, I'm still hungry. Am I missing something? No, you're not. Your body is trying to get used to a different lifestyle. So you don't want to overdo it. You never want to overeat anything that you're eating. You never want to over season your foods. You don't want to fry a lot of your foods. When it comes to weight loss, are you working out? Are you trying to do something to keep yourself physically fit? It takes time, it takes patience. So go for a walk. You don't have to walk that long. Walk as far as your body will allow you to. And then you come back home. And then you're doing your cleaning, you're doing whatever you're doing within your home, and there's your exercise for the day. Now, if you have never gone for a walk in your entire life, you've never jogged or anything like that, one, I would not suggest starting out trying to sprint or trying to jog or trying to do this, and this. No. If you're going to start out with a workout routine, start out with a walk. You don't even have to walk a whole mile. You can walk a half a mile and come back. Whatever is good for your body. But I would suggest before you go on that walk, stretch your muscles because your body is not used to it. So you're just going out there walking and your legs are going to be like, what are you doing? The most we do is in the store, or we don't even walk in a fast food restaurant. We go through the drive-through. What are you doing? So stretch your muscles. Excuse me. Stretch your muscles before you do any type of exercise because all you're going to do is cramp. And that's not good. So you do your stretching. Make sure you have some water. You can have some tea. I love drinking, I have some right here next to me. I love drinking white tea. White tea and green tea. Every now and then I'll drink black tea, but for the most part, I drink white tea and green tea. Drink some tea, after you come back. But on your walk, you have you some water. Get a good half a mile in. Your first day, get a good half a mile in. And you come back home. You stretch again because you don't want to sit down right after you just finished doing that walk. Do a little more stretching. You don't have to do much. Just kind of stretch your arms a little bit. Just stretch your legs a little bit. You don't have to sit down on the floor. Just stretch your legs a little bit. Just, from side to side, do little stretches. Something like that, just to increase your body's will for it. Because once you start getting into this habit and you're going for a walk and you haven't stretched, you're going to cramp. Or if you want to start jogging and you don't stretch and you're not drinking enough water, your body's going to cramp. It's going to let you know, like, look, we're not used to this. So whatever you're doing, you need to stop it. And you're going to want to sit down. You're going to want to just give up. Don't give up. Push through. Eventually, you'll be able to push through the pain. You'll be able to walk 2 miles or 2.5 miles. Start in a slow pace. Do not try and fast walk. Don't try and speed walk to keep up with someone else. You walk your own pace. Listen to some music. That always makes time go by a lot faster and you end up walking further than you initially planned. Listen to some music while you're walking, or listen to a book while you're walking. Whatever book that you plan on reading or whatever, you just haven't found the time. Listen to a book while you work out. That helps you. That gives you that motivation to keep going. When you come back inside, you're still drinking water. Get you a snack because before you went for your walk, you just had breakfast, right? So now you're going to come in, you're going to get yourself a snack. Get you a nice big bowl of fruit, mixed fruit, whatever, or make a smoothie for breakfast. If that's what you just want, something light before you go for a walk, make a smoothie. It doesn't matter what kind. You can look up on the internet any type of smoothie that you want to make. But that'll be great for a walk. Just before you go for a walk, you drink your smoothie. Now you're going to exercise. You're going to come back in. You're going to eat a snack. And then you're going to go on from there with the rest of your day. Now, I know a lot of vegans would probably look down on me because of what I'm doing. But I've never been the type of vegan that will look down on a non-vegan. I myself am the only vegan in my social group and my family. So what, I'm just supposed to stop talking to my family, my parents, my friends because they still eat meat? No, to me, that is so immature. Like, I don't care. That's what they're eating. The most I would do to them is what I'm doing for you guys. I'll give you a healthier option to what you're eating. I'm not going to look down on you because you want to eat a nice greasy burger. Uh, is it good? Okay, well, as long as it was cooked right, there's no blood spewing out of it, you're good. You're not going to get a worm in you. Whatever you want to eat, I don't mind. It's not going in my body, it's not affecting me. So, for a lot of these vegans out here who frown upon people who eat meat, or they want to pull away from family members and friends because they eat meat, to me, that is just selfish, it's immature, it's so stupid. It makes no sense whatsoever. If you want to eat meat around me, it is not going to bother me. You can stand right in my face and eat a deep fried turkey leg, and it is not going to bother me. I'm going to eat whatever I'm going to eat, and I'm fine. So if you're doing something intentionally to like try and hurt me or whatever, then yes, I will respond. But if we're at a gathering and you're just eating whatever you're eating, I don't care. You eat your food, it's going in your body, not mine. I don't care. I'll give you a healthier option, but other than that, I don't care what you eat. And for like a lot of non-vegans, they look down on vegans like, oh, well, you should still eat meat because you can get this, and this that you can't get being a vegan. I'm like, okay, I'm fine with my diet. When I started out, was it hard for me? Yes, because like I said, I'm the only one. It is very hard when you are the only one that is vegan. It is not an easy journey in the least of ways. So I don't want people to look and go, oh, well, I can just drop all of this. You can't do that. As with anything, you can't just drop everything that you're doing. If you want to stop smoking, you don't just stop smoking in one day. It takes time. If you want to stop drinking, you don't stop drinking in one day. It takes time. As with anything, when it comes to your health, whether you are vegan or you're non-vegan, you want to lose weight, you want to do this, it takes time. So if you are looking for weight loss suggestions, just like follow my tips. Another thing I forgot to mention, do not weigh yourself every day, because you will only become depressed, you will stress yourself out, and you'll fall off and you'll end up having an eating disorder, and that is not healthy. Don't check your weight every day. Check it twice a month. You can check it at the beginning of the month or toward the middle of the month or the end. But don't check it every day, because you're not going to see results the next day. So don't get on the scale after you just, worked out. You did your intense workout, you sweat, you're drenched in sweat, and now you want to weigh yourself and you're still the same weight. A lot of times you will lose inches before you will start to notice your weight actually going down. Other people will start to notice in your face, in your arms, in your waistline. Other people will actually notice that you're losing weight before you will actually notice that you're losing weight. So don't weigh yourself every day. Make sure you have a schedule as to what you're eating and when you're eating it and how much are you eating. You don't want to eat too late unless you're eating fruit. And even then with fruit, you want to be careful with some things that you're eating, but you don't want to keep eating all through the night. If you want to use your seasonings, cut back on how much seasonings that you're using. Go for the salt-free seasonings. And after a while, you'll eventually slow down on how much you fry your foods. You'll slow down on all of that unhealthy, greasy stuff that you so used to eating over your lifetime. And then every now and then, you can celebrate. You're allowed to have a cheat day. Now, for a cheat day, do not go to the store and buy every little Debbie thing in the aisle and say, this is my cheat day. Because what you're doing, you're just defeating the entire purpose of everything that you did prior to your cheat day. So now you're going to have to work extra hard to work all that sugar off if you don't slip into a diabetic coma. Like, I don't get some people. Like, they sit here and they're like talking about, oh, how they eat healthy. And then on their cheat day, they have every little Debbie snack that you can possibly think of. And it's not just one, it's like multiple of that particular item. And it's like, why would you do that to yourself? Now you just defeated everything that you just done in that entire week. And you have to work extra hard to work all that off. And you can easily slip into a diabetic coma from eating all of that sugar. Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you tell someone else to do that? Like, no, treat yourself. Go to Cold Stone or go to the store and you can get some little Debbie snacks, but don't get everything in the aisle. Like, please don't do that. Get some honey buns, some donut sticks, or whatever your favorite little Debbie snack is. Or if you don't like little Debbie, go to Krispy Kreme and get some donuts. Don't get a baker's dozen. Don't get a baker's dozen. Get 6 donuts. Just get 6 donuts. When the red light come on, just go get your 6 donuts. You can go to Starbucks, get whatever type of coffee that you were gonna get that day. Get your Starbucks and your Krispy Kreme and call it a day. But I just don't want anyone, vegan or non-vegan, to look at me differently because I'm the type of person that wants to help vegans and non-vegans. It's not about, everyone being vegan. I'm not that ignorant to the fact that I'm like, oh, well, everyone's going to be vegan one day. I'm not that ignorant. We are extremely, small in numbers when it comes to being vegans. And we're steadily being looked down on because of our lifestyle, because a lot of the idiot vegans want to make others, the non-vegans, look like crap because they're eating animal flesh or because they're eating bee vomit or they're eating chicken periods. Like, I don't understand why people try to guilt you into whatever you want to do. People are going to eat however they want to eat. And if I was still a non-vegan and let's say I'm sitting here and I am eating like 45 to like 50 hot wings. And I just happen to go on YouTube and here's this person shoving down my throat how chickens are slaughtered and how they're cramped to guilt me into stop eating. If I want to stop eating what I'm eating, I will when I'm ready. I'm not going to let anyone guilt me or bully me into eating something else. My choice of becoming a vegan had nothing to do with YouTube videos. I never even watched a vegan YouTube video prior to me even making this decision myself. It was easier for me because, like I said, in high school, I was a vegetarian. Back then, YouTube and veganism and vegetarianism, it really wasn't that big of a deal. If I was watching YouTube videos, it had nothing to do about people not eating meat or animal products. So that was a choice that I made within myself. It wasn't because someone was screaming at me and telling me to carb up or telling me to shove a whole bunch of fruit down my throat or telling me that I should only be eating this or I should only be eating this. No, it was a decision that I made within myself. So my point is, I said that to say this. You don't have to be vegan to be healthy. You don't have to be vegan to lose weight. You don't have to be vegan to do whatever you want to do. It's all about what you're eating, your portions. It's all about how you're seasoning your food. It's all about the quantity of food that you're eating. You can easily achieve a healthy lifestyle and still eat meat. And I know that sounds crazy coming from a vegan, but it is true. I am never going to sit here and say that, oh, I've been vegan all my life and everything has just been rainbows and unicorn farts. I'm not going to say that because that's a bunch of crap. I'm a realistic person. Like, unless your parents are vegan and brought you up vegan, you were not vegan all your life. So to sit here and look down on someone or to talk down to someone because they want to eat meat is insanity. And like the only other vegan on YouTube that I know that even promotes this type of stuff is the vegan cheetah. And Like he's been like posting tweets about it, and I'm like, you know what? This is why I like the vegan cheetah, because he's like me. Like, we may have different views when it comes to other things, but when it comes to veganism, we're like right here. And I don't understand why other vegans can't get on board with that. Like, they're so quick to down someone else because of what they say or what they do, or oh God, you're not completely cruelty free, and like, oh God, you're doing this and this. It's like, okay, what do you want me to do? Just like float around on air and just live in the wilderness with all the animals, and we sit down and we eat leaves and tree branches together? No, I'm human. I'm gonna make mistakes. No one on the face of this earth is perfect. So to look down on someone else because of their life choices or what they say, and then they make a mistake, that's childish on your end. How are you supposed to be an adult and you're sitting here acting like you're back in high school or junior high, picking on other people because of what they eat and because of what they're putting into their body? Is it bothering you? Do you have to watch the video? No, you don't. If someone wants to make a mukbang or whatever the heck you call it, and they're just downing a whole bunch of just meat that was packed into a facility, it is going in their body. You don't have to watch their video. You can easily ignore it. You can, just as simple as going over to the side, those three little buttons on the side of the video where it says not interested, click that. It will not show up in your newsfeed ever again. So to sit here and bully someone or pick on someone because of what they're eating, so what? They call you out because you're vegan. Maybe they have a reason to call you out. Maybe you should change the way you're going about, telling people about veganism. Stop sitting here putting your own two pieces of information in that you have no theory to back up. It's all your whatever that you have going on, and just change your whole approach. Maybe that's why they're calling you out in their video, but you don't have to sit here and watch them down a whole bucket of chicken or a whole rack of ribs because they called you out in a video. Like, just grow up, people. If you're an adult, act like it. Like, act your actual age and not your daggone shoe size. Like, grow the heck up. So, thank you to the vegan cheetah for being the cool vegan that you are, for encouraging vegans and non-vegans, because that's what it's about. My thing is, if you're healthy and happy, I'm happy for you. But if you want healthy tips, I am more than welcome to give you the tips that worked for me. I am not a dietitian. I never pretend to be. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm a health guru. I can just give you the things that helped me in my lifespan, of being a non-vegan. So I hope this video was helpful to someone out there. If it was, please give this video a big thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know. Don't forget to subscribe. My picture will be in the corner over there. You can subscribe before the video is over, or you can wait and my picture will be over here in the corner. But I love each and every one of you. I hope you guys